Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Davis Way TV. So today we are going to get into this here. We're going to moisturize it, and you guys are going to stick around and watch me fix and repair two of my locks. So let's jump right into the video. Thanks for returning. All right guys, let's get started. So before I do anything, I'm going to give you guys a close-up of my hair. And today is October 7th. So I put my comb coils in on August 1st. And today is October 7th. Yay! Yes, your girl is in. Still super excited. Still look good. So you guys keep up with me on this journey. So let's get into this hair. So this is what some of the front is looking like. And this side. And let me turn it around. All right, I hope you guys can see that, but your girl's super excited. So before I start to moisturize, I am going to show you guys the tools and the product that I will be using today, because I will be moisturizing and I will be fixing two of my locks. So first off, I will be using a boar bristle brush. I will be using some bottled water, my favorite leave-in conditioner, and this Hollywood Beauty Hair Restoration and Growth Oil. This is a new one, and it's a little lighter oil, but I picked this up from Target for about $7.99, but it has flaxseed and chibi oil. So yeah. And I will be using some hair crochet hooks. It did come in a set of 3. But I will be using the single one today. And this is a 0.75 mm. And some super big hair ties. Also got from Target for like $3.49. So before I get into moisturizing and repairing my locks, I just want to say that if you guys have any questions or what is it? I guess maybe like a Q&A type of style. Like if you guys have any questions or you guys want to know like a count lock or lock count, different products, other things that I've been doing lately with my hair, or later down the line, if you guys want to see compilations, I will be doing a 6-month compilation, and down the line I will be doing a year compilation. If you guys want one before then, just let me know, because you guys can see the difference in my hair from when I first started on August 1st. I still have a little more shrinkage to go because I can still give some of these a really good stretch. So some of them still have a good stretch on it. Yeah. So I do kind of wear like I don't want to say a middle part, but kind of a middle part is more, I have more hair to the left side. So if I did want to wear a middle part, it would look more kind of like this. So if you see this one right here, it's like not really in the middle, but that's how I prefer it. It's just how my hair is in the front. So before we get to moisturizing, because I want to actually moisturize the hair before I actually go in and start to fix the locks that I need to fix. And after I moisturize, I'll show you guys the locks that I'm talking about that I need to fix. So I will be going in with some water first, just regular bottled water. And then excuse my voice if it sounds a little off. I just got up maybe about 20 minutes ago. Now I don't want it like dripping wet. I just want enough to where my oil is gonna gravitate to it, stay on there, because oil is not moisturizing unless you add water first. So the oil's definitely not gonna help moisturize it if you don't have any water for it to grab onto. So you definitely need water, or if you want to do rose water, or what is it, aloe vera juice. I might go back to that if I find any at Target or something like that, because I used to buy it from Walmart. We don't go to Walmart anymore. We mostly shop at Target now, so I have to check around to see if they have the big jugs that I used to buy of the aloe vera juice. So yeah. Yeah. You guys see these stringy ends? It's crazy, right? But that's okay. So this side needs a little bit more. All right, and then next I'm going to, actually I probably should have went in with my brush first, but I'm going to just give these a light brush so I can get any lint or any dust or anything like that from my satin cap, because I do wear satin cap, silk cap, but it does have a white lining in it, so I definitely do not want, see, we have like flakes right here. So quick little backstory, or not backstory, but I want to say like 2.5 weeks ago, I did another retwist, right? So I ran out of my Tele tight hold, and I used, what is that? I used the Eco Styler, the green one, like the 10 volume or the 10 hold, and I put just like very little. And like, I want to say like the same day, like it started flaking on me. I was like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? So, and I did it because like, like I said, this is not my first set of locks. So I want to say my previous set that I had before this one, I was using the Eco Styler gel at that time. And it was like giving flakes here and there as well too. But I was like, it didn't really, how can I say, it really didn't bother me like that with the flaking. But I think the reason why the gel flakes when I put it in my hair is because when you moisturize your hair with oil water and you make sure your scalp is all greased up or all down, like if you ever notice, like if with like your loose natural hair, like if you're gonna do a twist out or a braid out, like if you add oil first and then add a gel on top and you braid or you twist and you get that white residue like as you're doing it. So when it dries, it kind of dissipates, but once you get ready to like unravel or take it down, it's like all dried up and flaky. So before, with the previous lock, what I would do to combat that flakiness is I wouldn't add any oil to the scalp of the hair. And when I did that, it didn't leave back a residue or flakiness. But I really didn't like doing that because I wasn't really moisturizing my scalp. I was just doing more of the ends. So that is why we have the brush here and getting some of these little flakes out of here. So I do have the Tele Lock It Up, the blue one. It is a little lighter hold. I never really preferred that one because I never thought it left a nice hold. But I think that was because I wasn't blow drying it long enough for the gel to actually set. So I actually used it last night on my husband's hair, and I blow dried it for about, I want to say 25 minutes, because he doesn't have a full head of locks. It's just, you know how guys do, just the top part, and the rest is like tapered off and lined up and stuff. So I did add oil, the water, and a leave-in conditioner, and I did comb in the gel like on the section of the lock. And I figured out once I blow dried it long enough and I took the clips out, like it didn't leave him any residue, and it did keep a good firm hold on it. So for my hair, it is definitely softer than his. So I know for a fact that it will give me a good hold. I'm not always looking for super crazy tight hold that's lasting like for 2 to 3 weeks. That's not what I'm looking for, because if that's the case, your hair is actually being suffocated instead of growing. That's for another video. But so yeah, after I brush these ends, because your ends catch lint and other things from your t-shirt, your clothing, whatever you're wearing, it's gonna rub up and catch that friction. So after I added my water, I'm going to add my favorite leave-in. So I believe the last retwist I did, I want to say, that was, I believe, let me see, so when I first did, I did another one. So the last one I did was like my 4th retwist. So, Monday is a holiday. I will wash on Monday, wash and oil my scalp, wash and moisturize. And then on Tuesday, I will be doing a retwist with a 2-strand twist or a rope twist. So yeah. All right, so I added my leave-in, and then I'm going to go in with my hair restoration and growth oil. This right here, I will only be adding to the scalp. There's no need for me to add to the body of the lock. So you guys can see this right here. That is residue from that Eco Styler. Okay. Some people, they swear by Eco Styler. They swear by that gel. Some people even like to use the Gorilla Snot, but I just don't prefer the buildup like that, because then that leads to you have to do a detox later down the line. I mean, I will be doing detoxes, but I'm gonna wait until I hit my 1-year mark. So I'm just gonna go in with this on the root. I'm not gonna do the body of it because there's no need for that. So I just usually go in, do line by line. I'm not gonna do too much of a detail today, but there's no need for you to really do the body of it right now because I'm not, I didn't wash it. So I just don't want to repair my hair on dry, brittle hair, because dry, brittle hair, that is where you get your breakage from. And like I said, I'm not a hairstylist, not a professional. I did not go to school for this. I just know by experience. And that is one of the best ways to learn. Something there too. Okay. That is the best way to learn. So with my hair, I did comb coils. So by me brushing it, I'm not saying that you guys can or can brush it, but by me brushing it, I feel it is a little more, how can I say it? I don't want to say safe, but a little more okay for me to do, because I did do comb coils. So that is just where I just took my comb and went with the direction of my natural curl. Now someone with 2-strand twist, if you're like in the beginning stages, like I said, I'm only maybe 2 months in. So if you're like in the beginning stages with a 2-strand twist, be very careful with the brush. I would use like a like a toothbrush, like a softer toothbrush, and do the lock individually if you see like buildup or lint or something like that. Because with the 2-strand twist, if you have the 2-strand twist and you're brushing it, now you have the tendency for it to start to split on you, and that's where you would get your dragon heads or your split ends. And you want to make sure that is completely sealed off before you start brushing it. But I don't have the experience on picking like lint or other things out of my locks with, how can I say, tweezers. So I've never done it. I never will, but don't use tweezers to pick out lint and other things from your lock, because guess what? Now you're causing thinning. Like I said, I've never done it. I don't have to do it to understand, to realize that it's going to cause thinning in my lock, especially if you have a different method besides the comb coils. Because if you have like a braid lock or a twist lock, now you're just picking in between. You're digging in between to get whatever you're getting out. And this is what it's doing. It's doing that. And then you're thinning out the lock. Like, come on, people. Don't use tweezers. So if you're going to pick it out or take it out, use your hand or a brush. If you can't get it out, girl, leave it in. Some people, they just put a little permanent marker over it, or they just dye their hair. Like, it's not that serious. And another key thing is, like, if you have lint or buildup, always brush before you get in the shower, because it'll help from the water merging it, or actually marinating and letting it sit in the lock. So brush it before you get in the shower and wash. So since I moisturize that scalp area, yes, girl, look at that shine. Okay, we are moisturized. Okay, now you see this looks good and all nice and cute, and it's coming along. Girl, are you ready for this? Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready for this or not, because I ain't ready. Like, are you ready for this? Okay, let me show you, because I had to come to y'all to do this recording, because I was like, you know what, if I do this, it then, they're not gonna be like, well, what happened? What'd you do? So I had to come to y'all and show y'all what I'm about to do. Okay, so let's get into it. Grab my hair tie, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about repairing tooth locks today. Okay, so did I find it? Oh yeah, okay, I found it. So I'm going to pull this back. Yes, your girl still got a pony. So I'm gonna put this on there. Now, you're probably wondering, like, why she take those two locks out? Girl, let me tell you. So you remember the first time I did my first retwist, and I was showing you guys right in here. Remember? You probably got to go back to that first retwist, but I had some really thin parts right here. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to combine those later or just let it do what it do. So as I was doing my second retwist, I was like, okay, I'm going to just leave it. And then I was like, okay, I just left it that time. So when I went into the third retwist, I was looking at it, I was like, you know what, let's be on the safer side and deal with it down the line. So on the safer side, what I did is I went in and I combined it 4. So, girl, look at this. Like, what? Like, what is that? So this one right here was 1 lock. And this one over here was a 1 lock. And then we had the same over here. But as you can tell, this one is still trying to marry together in between. But this one right here is like so thin. Like, and the thing is, like, I'm so glad I combined them now, because when I usually do my hair throughout the week, or when I get ready to moisturize or get ready for work, I can feel the thinness of it. And I know that if I would have left it alone and down the line as it cultivated more, as I was going to put that palm roll twist on it, I knew it was going to get thinner and thinner. And girl, we're not trying to have no bald spot right here in the front. No, we're not trying to have no bald spots, period. But at the same time, it's better to fix the problem than find a solution later, right? So we have these two. So if you look up here, you can tell that they are joined, right? It's like, okay, but if you look at a different one, it looks about the same size as these two. So what I'm going to do now, well, you guys see it? Get you guys close up in here. They're combined here. So what I'm going to do is add a little more water, make sure it's really saturated. I don't want to do this dry. So we're going to work on this bigger one first. And what I'm going to do, let's see if I can pull it apart here at the bottom. Okay. So yeah, you see that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist this. As I twist that, I'll take my single needle. There's a little baby hook on there. And as I twist, I'm gonna hold in between my fingers like a pinch. Take this and I'm gonna go up and down with it. And as I do that, I'm gonna roll my fingers back and forth. And then I'll twist again. And then back and forth. Almost kind of like instant locking it, or how they would do at a hair shop. Like I said, I am not a professional, so do this at your own risk, okay? If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. Go to your loctician, your hairstylist. Don't do it if you don't feel comfortable, okay? This is what I'm doing. This is my hair. I feel comfortable with it. I feel confident with it. So that's what I'm doing. So, yeah. So I'm just twisting and grabbing between my fingers, rolling, and then just going back and forth. Now I do have a 2-headed needle and a 3-headed, but not really comfortable on using those ones. I don't know how to use that one, because with the single one, I can actually roll it in between my finger with the single one. But as you can see, we're getting somewhere pretty quick. So we're gonna keep twisting and we're gonna go back in. So I'm just going up and down in between my fingers. Be careful because you can cut yourself with these. I even thought about getting some of those little sewing thimbles. And then just periodically just rub, roll the hair in between your hands. So we're almost there. All right. So this part right here, it's a little thinner. So what I'll do is fold it over, wrap it around, kind of like that. And then I'll go back in. And depending on like the maturity of your locks, some locticians, like if you go in to get your hair repaired like that, what they'll do is they'll ask you if you feel comfortable enough for them to just cut the thinner or the smaller piece off instead of just putting it back together. So for example, like, let me finish this one first. So like that. So for example, like if you went in and, let's see if we can pull this one apart too. So if you went in and, okay. So say if like this was the longer, thicker piece, and this one was the smaller, thinner piece, what they'll do is they'll ask you if you feel comfortable enough for them to just cut this end off. And what it does, it would leave just one regular lock, just one piece by itself instead of combining it. But yeah, your girl ain't doing that. So what I'm gonna do is just spread this down again. And I'm just going to twist. And we're gonna go back in with that hook.
And I meant to do another video for you guys last week. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done a live video in a minute. Like, what would they want to see? Like, what can I do? And I was like, wait a minute. I have 2 locks I need to fix. I was like, I can fix it and just do a different video, or I can come on here and show you guys this. And you guys definitely want to take your time with this. Yeah.
And that is it, guys. All right, guys, that is it. And that's how I repair a, I don't want to say split lock, but 2 locks, or if you do have 2-strand twist starter locks, you can repair it that way. Some people do the pull and rip motion to where they twist it and they pull, and they twist and pull, twist and pull, if you don't have the hooks. But I did get these off of Amazon. It came with, what is it called? It came with a set of 3 of also the interlock hooks. And I think it's about $7. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. Sorry, no makeup today. I just did some mascara and some Sunbum chapstick. But that is it, guys. Sorry the video was so long. That is what we're looking like. And these are, yeah, the 2 that I fixed. So I will catch you guys in the next one. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a family member. All right, guys. Bye.